Rec League Podcast. Tell your friends, tell your neighbors, tell your family, tell your haters. Available on Anchor, Spotify, Google Podcasts, Apple Podcasts, Radio Public, Podchaser, Good Pods, Pocket Cast, Breaker, and Stitcher. At Rec League Podcast on Facebook, YouTube, Instagram, TikTok, shouted at Rec League Pod on Twitter. Episode 112 coming soon. Yo, whether you watching this from Facebook, Twitter, click the link in my Instagram or YouTube itself. What up, world? So, I just watched The Little Mermaid. It's what Disney refers to as a live-action reimagining of the 1989 animated classic. And it stars Halle Bailey, Jonah Hauer-King, Aquafina, Javier Bardem, David Diggs, Jacob Tremblay, Melissa McCarthy. It's directed by Rob Marshall, who, off top of my head, like, I don't know his whole filmography. I didn't check. Off top of my head, he's directed Pirates of the Caribbean, On Stranger Tides. Is that the fourth one? He directed the fourth one. And he did Into the Woods, the musical joint that had Johnny Depp, Emily Blunt, James Corden, Anna Kendrick, Meryl Streep. Y'all know the story. Ariel, teenage daughter of King Triton. She's infatuated with the human world. Above the sea. On land. She sees Prince Eric. Becomes even more infatuated. Makes a deal with the sea witch, Ursula. She has 3 days to succeed. And Ursula has other plans. I was excited to watch this movie, man. I really loved the trailers. I love movies, like, bro, like, I've been doing this page 12 years. Reviewing movies 12 years. Not for the views, not to get some kind of attention, for the love of the game, for the love of the art and the craft. I watch movies. The Renaissance era is my favorite time in Disney animation. That all started with The Little Mermaid. The Little Mermaid is a classic. Yo, I'm assuming that the following is finna be directed at Caucasians who voted Republican, who on January 6th of 2020, was watching all that shit at the Capitol like it was a sporting event. The lowest form of human trash. Mermaids don't exist in real life. It does not fucking matter what skin color a mermaid has. And that being said, like, y'all motherfuckers want something fictional to look the way that it was when you was coming up. But cry about the way that a fish looks and a crab looks. Because them motherfuckers look real, not animated. Y'all want fictional shit to look like you, but it can't look like any other race of people. Like, white people have seen themselves represented on screen since the fucking start of cinema. But black people, Mexican people, Asian people, Indian people, y'all want to cry when they get represented on screen. Shut the fuck up, and if you don't like what you seen in the trailers, don't watch the fucking movie. Don't go see it and then put out hate comments and shit. They changed song lyrics. I ain't even catch the change in the song lyrics. Every song that they redid was a banger. There's like one new song that I noticed that I didn't like. And if I have any complaints about any of these live, like, first of all, we all know Disney is doing live action versions of their animated classics. It's all a cash grab. It's all a cash grab. If you don't like the idea of a remake of Aladdin, The Lion King, Dumbo, Pinocchio, Beauty and the Beast, The Jungle Book, just don't go see it. It all falls in the same category. If you're not a fan of what you're seeing advertised, just don't go see it. And I'm not gonna lie to you. They got one, Lady and the Tramp, that went straight to Disney Plus. That's pretty good. They got two more that were pretty disappointing to me. in my opinion. Overall, I strongly enjoy these reimaginings. You got Christopher Robin, that's kind of a sequel. You got Cruella, that's kind of a prequel. And everything else is kind of stretched out, you know what I'm saying? The animated Little Mermaid, as great as it is, it flows. It's like an hour and 15, an hour and 25 minutes long. You get I Want to Be Where the People Are. You get, Under the Sea. You get her rescuing Eric. You get Ursula trying to manipulate the situation so they don't kiss. And it's over. This has practically a whole new movie's worth of content to get it to like 2 hours and 15 minutes with credits. So like the new stuff, like it's hard for me to get behind the new stuff when the original story is so beloved by me, such a classic. Because it's like, I really like the Aladdin remake, but the new stuff was kind of I really thought the Lion King remake was fine. I really love the Beauty and the Beast remake. I really love the Jungle Book remake. And then Christopher Robin, Cruella, those are probably some of the other ones that I really like. This one, it felt, the Little Mermaid, this version of the Little Mermaid felt like it had so much that was added that it's like the first two acts, it was really hard for me to stay invested. When it would hit something that I recognized from the original, it was like, okay, this is really dope. And then the third act was the best part of the movie. If the first two acts could have been as exciting as the third act, I would have really loved this movie. As far as plot, this movie was fine. I thought the acting, Halle Bailey, Jonah, Hauer-King, Daveed Diggs steals the show. It's a voice role. He's Sebastian, but he was the best part of this movie. I usually find Awkwafina obnoxious. She has an original song that I thought was going to be trash, but it ended up being very funny. Jacob Tremblay sounded kind of almost just like the original Flounder. Javier Bardem was good. I saw a Letterboxd review talking about Javier Bardem being the Nick Cannon of the ocean. So that's kind of funny, but it's he has as a father, his children are represented in a way that makes sense if you pay attention. It's just not he's just smashed a lot and has a lot of kids. No, it's all specific detail. Melissa McCarthy was the one performance that I was not over the moon about. She's perfect casting for Ursula. I thought her performance was too much trying to do what Pat Carroll did. I thought she was trying to copy the animation a little too much. And everybody else felt like they were doing their own thing. I thought trying to redo the songs from the animated movie were all bangers. I thought they were all good. The new songs that they cooked up specifically for this movie, I thought they went 1 for 2. A lot of good performances, a lot of good effects. The stuff that was added just was fine. Some of it didn't do it for me. Some of it was okay. Everything that they redid from the original animated classic worked. Halle Bailey was great. I've never heard her music. I did not know that she could sing like that. I didn't know who Jonah Hauer-King was before this movie. He was kind of great as Eric. So yeah, while I hoped to have liked this more, I thought it was good. So with all that being said, in my opinion, I will say that The Little Mermaid is almost dope. Have you seen The Little Mermaid, man? What you think about it? Positive, negative, somewhere in between? Let me know. I recently put up a review for Fast X, for Hypnotic, and in the next couple weeks, I plan to watch and review Spider-Man Across the Spider-Verse. And Transformers, Rise of the Beasts. We're getting into month 6. So the second quarter is wrapping up. We got some summer movie bangers on the horizon. It's an exciting time to be a movie fan, man. Rec League Podcast, episode 112. I can send y'all some peaches and cream right quick. But if you're not a '90s kid, you ain't gonna get that. Yeah, man. I'm thinking we're gonna do an hour talking Fast X spoilers and an hour talking Fast X spoilers, Fast Saga, and then the other hour discussing the Little Mermaid and Disney live action reimaginings. So be on the lookout for everything, man. Like, subscribe, comment. Find me where you find me, man. Don't know where to find me. Watch these credits. Peace.